Now and then I'll find some Minecraft piston contraption that's way too useless to get its own video. But once I build up 4 or 5 of them, then I think altogether they are interesting enough for their own video. So this is a weird little 6-piston loop. If I freeze the game, I should be able to put red, orange, yellow, green. Can I put blue here? Yeah. And if I start the game again, all 5 of these blocks can move around in this 6-block loop at the same time. So the way this works is if you have slime block, redstone block, sticky piston, you get a 6 game tick clock. The game updates 20 times a second, if you didn't know that, and each one of those updates is called a game tick. And you can use this 6 game tick clock to give a short pulse to another piston. And then just for demonstration, I've made 6 of these clocks and started them with just the right offsets so that each one is 1 game tick behind the one to its left. The blocks slide down towards the sticky pistons here, but because these sticky pistons are getting a 0 tick pulse, the block on top of them is actually just popping upwards. By the way, 0 tick pulse just means a piston is being powered and unpowered within the same game tick. So here we have 6 pistons. They're all non-sticky normal pistons, and they're getting powered in like the reverse order that they're facing. And here, on the other hand, I have 6 sticky pistons, and these are getting powered in the opposite order. So if I freeze the game again, yeah, we should be able to put a block inside of here. And now if I move 1 game tick forward, that block will, teleport 1 block forward, and then it'll keep doing that. So if we unfreeze the game, we now have a block that's circling inside of this loop, I think about 3 times a second. All the extra wires here are pretty much just to make sure that these 6 game tick clocks all start at the right time. Interestingly, if you stop it with a block inside and then start it up again, the block still moves, but now moves, I think, 1/6 as slow in the opposite direction. So I found all these weird clocks because I was trying to make a simpler version of Pi's rotor, which is like a classic bit of technical Minecraft history. So this machine right here, I think it's from Doc M's channel, I found it. But it looks like this redstone line is just on, but it's actually turning on and off once every game tick. So I'm going to turn the volume off so that this isn't painful, but this note block is getting activated 20 times a second now. The way you can turn this into a rotor is if you take the same clock and use it to power 4 pistons in like a kind of spiral pattern. And then sure enough, we should... Can we get a third one? Yeah, there we go. So we have 3 slime blocks all rotating together. And then if we freeze the game, at any given moment, one of these slime blocks will be stationary and the other 2 will be moving. And then if we step 1 tick forward, another one will be stationary. And then finally load up this one. And now we can unfreeze the game. By the way, I'm using carpet mod to do this. And there we go. And we have Pi's rotor. And then the last set of things I want to show is mostly based off something learned from Cube Hamster's Carrying is Sharing video. So if you have a comparator clock going into 2 sticky pistons, with a repeater, setup's pretty much what you see. You can like shift a slime block line forward and backwards. The trickiest part of this is just getting the clock correct, because if you try to start and stop the clock at kind of like random time intervals, the machine will break. And then there's one fast clock that's a little bit easier than the comparator, and that's torch burnout, actually. So if you have a redstone torch power itself, it'll flash a few times and then burn itself out. And anyways, this turns out to be the perfect number of flashes to move a 4-block line of slime blocks forward and backward. And what's cool is you can also add observers to the slime blocks here so that you can have one of these quadruple extenders power another one and make a kind of chain of them. So naturally, I wanted to see if I could combine like that shape with these extenders, and sure enough, you can. So here we have 6 of these quadruple extenders, and yeah, we can just move a block around in a circle. One thing I like doing is just watching it with the game running at like 10 times speed. And then of course, pushing the block isn't the only option. You can also pull it in a circle. using these things. This contraption was by far the most frustrating to set up because these slime components keep getting stuck together. And that's all I got today, just some random contraptions. My name's Chris, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.